What do Marilyn Monroe, Dita Von Teese, and Sabrina Carpenter have in common? They all mastered the art of self-creation. None of them were born as the glamorous icons we know today. They crafted themselves from normal women into bombshells through intentional choices, dedication, and a clear vision. And maybe a little sprinkle of bombshell magic. Hello, my name is Hayley, and on this channel, we're all about becoming your own bombshell, falling in love with the experience of being a woman, and getting into the finer details of glamour and beauty. So if that's your thing, feel free to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. In today's video, I'm breaking down the psychology and practical steps behind the bombshell, showing you exactly how she becomes the main character of her own life, and how you can become your own greatest artistic project. I'm about to explore the 4 core principles these icons use to transform themselves from the ordinary to the extraordinary, and how you can do the same through the art of self-creation. This video is for you if you, 1, care deeply about self-expression and personal style, 2, you have an unwavering ambition to be seen, 3, you're a creative who wants to become her own work of art, and 4, you value beauty and want to create more of it in this world. Now bombshells, let's get into the video. Number 1, confidently own your presence, your bombshell aura. Confidence is a tricky one because it's a practice which requires you to put a whole lot of reps in order for it to feel natural. And even then, a bombshell has her off days. Before we create our most authentic, vibrant, and carefully curated selves, we need to cultivate our presence, and that requires a heavy dose of unwavering bombshell confidence. Your aura speaks before you do, so let it be soft, welcoming, and mysterious. This can be conveyed with an unshakable confidence and comfort in your own skin. I think of it like being the walking, breathing embodiment of the quote, "Oh, how I love being a woman." This means enjoying all the parts of you that signal your femininity, belly pooched and all. Every time you feel uncomfortable in your body or you feel the weight of it dragging you down, think about Aphrodite and channel the goddess within you, the goddess that exists within every woman, to lift your posture higher and move with ease and flow. As Jane Mansfield once said, if a girl has curviness, exciting lips, and a certain breathlessness, it helps. And it won't do a bit of harm if she also has a kittenish, soft, and cuddly quality. Think about it. When a bombshell walks into a room, she commands attention, not just through her looks, but through her presence. The way she carries herself, her posture, her gestures, these silent signals speak volumes about her confidence and self-assurance. Studies have shown that our body language not only influences how others perceive us, but also how we feel about ourselves, creating a powerful feedback loop of confidence. Dorothy Dandridge was a known master of body language. At one of her nightclub venues, it was said that she came wriggling out of the wings like a caterpillar on a hot rock. She knew exactly how to use her body to convey her version of glamour and sensuality, and it was utterly mesmerizing. Marilyn Monroe is, of course, a classic example of having a bombshell aura. She didn't just embody the image of the dumb blonde, she was astute and fully aware of the power her presence had. She knew how to captivate an audience with just a glance, a smile, or a well-placed gesture. Marilyn understood that confidence wasn't just about looking beautiful, it was about owning your unique energy and using it to connect with others. She had a remarkable ability to make everyone feel special in her presence, whether they were a powerful studio executive or a young fan. This magnetic quality came from her genuine warmth, combined with an almost childlike enthusiasm for life, proving that true bombshell confidence is as much about authenticity as it is about appearance. Marilyn's walk in the 1953 film Niagara shows how powerful a woman's walk can be. Known as the longest walk in cinematic history, the scene shows her character, Rose Loomis, walking away from the camera. Her powerful magnetism can be felt even through her walk. This is how iconic Marilyn was. She had her walk down to a fine art. She apparently shortened one of her heels so she could walk with an accentuated sway of the hips. making her gait more fluid and memorable. So take a leaf out of Marilyn's book and perfect that walk. Pull your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and swing your hips a little. What helps in having a confident, graceful walk is wearing heels. I like to wear heels a lot. Not too tall, not too uncomfortable, but just enough to elongate the leg a little and make my walk that bit more graceful, poised, and feminine. Body language also extends to your facial expressions. A true bombshell knows how to work her features to convey warmth, mystery, and allure. Practice in front of a mirror to find your most flattering angles and expressions. Watch how your face can relax and remove all the tension and hardness that you are unknowingly carrying around. Remember, your face is your canvas for expressing the full spectrum of your personality and charm. Even if you're shy and you don't want anyone to talk to you, you can still stand alone in warmth and beauty, relaxed and poised rather than expressionless, scared, or cold. Bombshell confidence is key when it comes to creating a signature anything. You have to have unshakable confidence behind it, or it will come off as cringe or half-baked. Can you imagine how much confidence it took Sabrina Carpenter to start doing those nonsense outros, or to fully lean into her silly, playful side? This woman had an unstoppable force behind all of her clever moves, and a huge part of that was confidence. You don't say that's that me espresso without being completely confident that you are that bombshell. Long story short, to be a bombshell and master self-creation, you have to first have the confidence to believe yourself to be a bombshell, no matter what anyone else thinks about it. Sabrina Carpenter was always beautiful, but somewhere along the way, she became a bombshell. That doesn't happen by accident. She knew she was a bombshell. Vision always existed for her. So if that's you too, stay tuned for pillar number 2. 2. Cultivate your signature style and become a more exaggerated version of yourself. Perhaps one of the most iconic modern bombshells to not only exist as a one-of-one eccentric beauty, but to gracefully share her wisdom with the world is the wonderful Dita Von Teese. I talk about her a lot on this channel, but that's because this woman never fails to endlessly inspire me, and she is one of the most relevant figures in the conversation of glamour and bombshellism. She once said, "I advocate glamour every day, every minute," and I couldn't resonate more. So let's talk about how we can embody glamour in an authentic way, find our signature style, and become the most exaggerated versions of ourselves. Dita Von Teese's style is both glamorous and meticulously curated. She's known for her vintage-inspired aesthetic: vintage dresses, perfectly sculpted black hair, pale skin, and red lips. She's also the modern queen of burlesque and has an extremely impressive collection of vintage showgirl costumes, pinup art, and also she has an amazing collection of Christian Louboutins. This is a description of Dita that is distinct and instantly recognizable, but she didn't get that way by trying to be the beauty standard or the it girl of any specific time period. Instead, Dita followed her artistic impulses and instincts, curating the most exaggerated and glamorous version of herself, allowing her small-town girl from Michigan to come through in her performances, but also maintaining the mystique and allure of an old Hollywood screen siren. The key to developing your signature aesthetic is choosing the distinct features you want to highlight and use to represent you. Whether it's the way you do your hair or the kind of outfits you typically wear, let it be something that can be instantly associated with you. Not only does this remove you from engaging in trend cycles, but it asks you to explore what you find attractive and beautiful about yourself, and allows you to start seeing yourself as your very own muse. It is an infinitely healthier way to approach your beauty, as a stylized artistic expression, not something which anyone can place upon you or infiltrate with their own perspectives and influence. Think about women who have inspired you throughout your life and observe what draws you to them. What qualities make them unforgettable? Is it their fashion choices, their mannerisms, or perhaps their unique way of carrying themselves? Use these observations as inspiration, but remember that your journey is about becoming the most authentic, elevated version of yourself, not a carbon copy of someone else. Every iconic woman is inspired, but the hard part is finding that secret sauce, that unique thing about you that brings something different to the table, the thing that makes you special. Everyone has it, but not everyone is clever enough to recognize it in themselves and use it to catapult them into thriving in their exaggerated authenticity. So if you can't see this in yourself yet, try understanding this concept better by looking at famous people's journeys and how unlocking this often creates their success. We've seen countless famous women thrive when they mix their authentic selves and personality quirks with uninhibited glamour and confidence. Sabrina Carpenter is the perfect example of this. Sabrina recognized that her pop star journey wouldn't skyrocket to the degree it has if she didn't infuse her brand with a glamour, a distinctive aesthetic, and combining all of that with her playful, energetic, and cheeky persona. She maintained her playful personality while developing a more glamorous image, proving that you don't have to completely reinvent yourself to become a bombshell. You just have to exaggerate yourself. Her evolution perfectly demonstrates how embracing and amplifying your authentic traits can create something truly magical. She found her formula and ran with it, infusing each song on Short and Sweet with that unmistakable humor and wit that only Sabrina can bring to the table. People fell in love with her exaggerated bombshell image, with a distinctive hair, makeup, and clothing formula, in combination with her self-deprecating and charming personality. Now imagine for a second if she just copied Taylor Swift or Billie Eilish. That would be an absolute travesty. Imagine Marilyn tried to be like Audrey. It wouldn't bring out the best in them at all. You can't be everything to everybody. Pick who you are and what comes naturally and amplify that unapologetically. Truly understand that your uniqueness is your superpower and that the journey of finding your authentic style has to go hand in hand with the journey to bringing out the best in your personality. The combination of these will make your style iconic, memorable, and something that no one else could ever truly replicate. Like Dita, Sabrina, or Marilyn, you can become a one-of-one bombshell by creating yourself with care and intention. So block out all your inhibitors of creativity and get inspired. Notice yourself leaning into trends and question that. Is this authentic or am I chasing the approval of others? When you feel yourself being pulled into trends, just pause and ask, what is it about this that truly resonates with me? If you strip away the social media hype and peer pressure, would this still appeal to your authentic self? Remember, a true bombshell style evolves naturally from within, not from external validation or fleeting trends. If you're a true creative, your desires will pull you in the direction of self-creation. And as much as all of this noise can derail you, it will never make you happy. So if you're on the journey of cultivating your personal style and aesthetic, be very careful with how you use social media. Pinterest and finding inspiration can be great, but don't get too sucked into trying to be like the it girl of the moment because it can really leave you feeling deflated and less than. You need to realize that you are and always were in your very own lane, and your potential is just waiting for you to tap into it. So truly, create more than you consume and focus on your own thing rather than getting pulled by the current of the times. Dig deep into what makes you special and walk in that like you're Marilyn in Niagara. 3. Consistent self-care and discipline. Creating your most vibrant, confident, bombshell self is as much about looks as anything else. And so maintaining a baseline of discipline and care when it comes to a beauty routine is a bombshell essential. It's not something to fear or dread. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. It's all about finding the perfect routine to suit your needs and make you feel in your bombshell energy. A bombshell's beauty routine isn't just about looking good though. It's about feeling confident and taking care of yourself from the inside out. Consistency in self-care isn't just about the physical aspects, but about developing habits that make us feel empowered and ready to take on the world. It's about creating rituals that nourish both body and soul, whether that's a morning skincare routine, regular exercise, or simply taking the time to decompress and reconnect with yourself. Sophia Loren loves a beauty ritual, promoting natural products like olive oil as the perfect body oil. And this just goes to show that you don't have to spend an awful lot of money to maintain your bombshell image. She once said that any woman can look her best if she feels good in her skin. It's not a question of clothes or makeup, it's how she sparkles. And this is what this channel is all about, creating that sparkle within all of us, curating our best bombshell lives like Sophia and many others have done before us. Ava Gardner was considered to be one of the most beautiful actresses of old Hollywood, and she was known for taking great care of herself, both in terms of beauty and physical fitness. She believed in maintaining her figure with regular exercise and eating a balanced diet. Her routine wasn't just about looks, it was about feeling empowered and healthy. She once said, "I have been lucky to have found my greatest passion in life, my acting, but my second passion is definitely staying in shape and feeling good about my body." There is a discipline to beauty, something that can make a huge difference in your life if you've never given it much thought. The intention behind making choices and pursuing vibrancy when it comes to beauty will light you up inside. It's a simple way to leave you with your head held high at the end of the day, knowing you are well looked after. It's about noticing the divinity within yourself and honoring that with dedication and commitment. Once you dedicate that time and energy to maintaining and enhancing your beauty in little ways here and there, your creativity can begin to thrive. Only then can you start thinking about all the other stuff that you want to expand on. Your mind, your interests, your personal style. It all starts with a decision to provide a baseline care and pampering to yourself. Then you can get started with all the fun stuff. It's no secret that Bombshell 101 is about being beautiful, but beauty is accessible for most people if we get over the simple fear of being seen to try. Being high maintenance is not inherently bad, and if you have that internal fear of appearing high maintenance, you owe it to yourself to let that go. Being committed to your beauty routine is an act of self-love and respect, and anyone who tries to shame you for that doesn't understand the power of intentional self-creation. Remember, a Bombshell's beauty regimen isn't about vanity. It's about honoring yourself and showing up as the most radiant version of who you are. That will inspire other women to do the same. It will make the people around you and those who love you feel good to know that you were taking great care of yourself. It's a net positive, and the negativity that sometimes surrounds it is just from miserable people trying to drag you down. They might tell themselves that you are doing all of this because you are insecure, but you know it's quite the opposite. You are actively investing in your confidence, treating yourself like the work of art you truly believe yourself to be. So forget about who thinks what, because whether people like it or not, beauty is important. We need more and more of it in the world, and creating and cultivating that within yourself is an absolute gift. And number 4, dedicate yourself to artistic expression. Marilyn Monroe, despite being typecast as a dumb blonde in her earlier roles, worked tirelessly to prove herself as a serious actress. She enrolled in acting classes in New York with Lee Strasberg to hone her craft. Monroe understood that her true talent was more than just her looks. She was a gifted artist who deeply cared about her performances. She once said, "I don't want to be a star, I want to be an actress, and I want to be known as an actress." To dedicate yourself to artistic expression, find a creative outlet that resonates with you. Whether it's painting, acting, writing, or another form of art, give yourself the time and space to nurture that passion. Dedication to your craft will empower you to express yourself freely and authentically, just as many old Hollywood legends did. This dedication to artistic expression isn't just about becoming proficient in a specific art form. It's about developing the confidence to share your unique perspective with the world. Like the bombshells before us, we must understand that our artistic expression is intrinsically linked to our personal growth and transformation. Whether you choose to express yourself through dance, music, visual arts, or even the art of conversation, remember that your creative journey is a vital part of your bombshell evolution. Just like those iconic women who came before us, we must remember that becoming a bombshell isn't just about the external transformation. It's about nurturing our inner artist and allowing our creativity to shine through in everything we do. When we embrace our artistic side, we tap into a wellspring of confidence and authenticity that radiates from within. This dedication becomes the foundation upon which we build our unique bombshell persona, making us truly unforgettable. One thing a bombshell has is persona, and her persona is built through her life experiences that allow her to be creative and have fun. She knows that in order to express herself to the fullest and become her own work of art, she must treat her life like a work of art and make choices that enrich and enhance her experience in life. This creative approach to living extends to finding inspiration and beauty in the external world and bombshells who have come before us. So coming back to social media, do I advocate for a complete abolition of social media, for you bombshells to replace your iPhones with vintage telephones with cords? Absolutely not. I think old Hollywood bombshells would love social media. It's so vast and so wide, it's like the world. So where you spend your time and your perspective on things means everything. Just like how these glamorous icons carefully curated their public image through traditional media, modern bombshells can harness social platforms to express their authentic selves and connect with like-minded individuals. The key is using these tools intentionally as a means of artistic expression and personal branding, rather than falling into the comparison trap. Think of your social media presence as your own digital silver screen, a space where you can showcase your unique bombshell qualities while staying true to your artistic vision. For a Leo girl like me, social media feeds my desire to be seen, to perform, and to curate and create my own personal story and all the things that I wish to express within that. It's fun. Nothing is really that serious. If something makes you feel bad, just stop doing it. I only follow people who inspire me, who make me feel like the world is wonderful, and who are aligned with my vision of what I'd love more of in the world. And glamour is a big pillar there for me. Without social media, I wouldn't be able to see Dita Von Teese doing her iconic hairstyle with her heat rollers in a hotel bathroom in Paris. In fact, social media just allows us to peek behind the curtain of modern bombshells and their lives in a way that wasn't possible during the golden age of Hollywood. We get to see the dedication, the artistry, and yes, sometimes even the perfectly imperfect moments that make these icons relatable. It's about finding that sweet spot between aspiration and authenticity, where we can draw inspiration while staying completely true to our own individual bombshell journey. And where would we be without Pinterest? The glamour girlies are thriving on social media. It's a world of creativity and beauty out there if you let it be that for you. While these platforms can of course be incredible tools for inspiration and connection, remember what we discussed earlier about authenticity. Use social media as a mirror that reflects your true bombshell essence, not as a mold to conform to. The key is to curate your digital space just as meticulously as these icons created their public personas, with intention, grace, and unwavering commitment to your unique vision. So there you have it, bombshells. The secret to self-creation is really about embracing your authentic self while drawing inspiration from the timeless icons who paved the way. Remember, becoming your own bombshell isn't about copying someone else's journey. It's about crafting your unique story with intention, dedication, and that special sparkle that only you possess. Now go forth and create your own legacy of glamour. Thank you so much for watching, lovely, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Mwah!